Okay, so good morning to all of you. Welcome all of you for the final year. So also welcome the students of Jamkandi Engineering College. Okay, so this week we're going to start the online classes that is from today. So this is just a temporary arrangement as the government said we are going to have the physical classes from 1st October. So meanwhile, we have to 1 week or 2 weeks. We have to go for online classes. So before going for the subject, let you tell you the what are the subjects we have in the seventh semester. Generally, we have five subjects theory, and one is a project phase one. Then we have two labs. One is a design lab, other one is a sim lab. And coming to the theory subjects, one is energy, 71 code, 72 is a FES, fluid for system, 73 control systems, and 74 is elective, financial management, will be taken by the Jamkandi faculty. And 75, the fifth subject is mechatronics, that is also an elective, will be taken by the Karthik sir. Okay, so these are the five subjects, and we have this semester project phase one. So when you come to the college, so we can make a your project group, and there is a assignment of the guide, and you can start the doing the work on the project. Okay, so out of these five subjects, the four subjects are almost theory subjects, but controlled engineering, the subject which I am going to handle, is one module we can say theory, and the remaining modules are problematic. So that means this is one subject where you have to bit concentrate more because we have theory less but more of the problems. But subject is easy if you understand the concept, so there is nothing difficulty in understanding the subject, because as I said earlier also, control system is one subject where you can score more. If you see the results of the previous year students, last year they have given 100% result, and previous year also it was around 98 97 percentage. So subject is quite easy, but what you have to understand the concept, then it becomes very easy for you to do it. Okay, so today in the today's class, so I will just what we're going to do, just go through the syllabus. What is the syllabus? As you know, I always do in the first class, just a brief introduction of the syllabus, so that you should know what are the topics are in the subject and what are the syllabus we're going to cover, and which book you have to refer for the study. Then we'll go for a brief introduction about the subject. Then today will wind up. So I don't want to go today itself a bit more because today is the first class. So just briefly we'll go for the syllabus. What are the topics in the subject? So the subject name, as you know, it is a control engineering. The course code or the subject code is what is 17ME 73. Even it is same for a 15 scheme, it is a 15ME 53, 15ME 73. Okay, so also syllabus is same for 15 scheme, and the syllabus is same for a 17 scheme. So coming for the module 1, what is the module 1 consist of? It is an introduction. So I'm also going to share this syllabus with you. All subject syllabus I'm going to share with you, so that you should go through the syllabus. Okay, coming to the module 1. So it is introduction. So in this module, we're going to understand what is a control system, what are the types of control system, what is a open loop and closed loop system, the concept of the feedback. So what are the requirements of ideal control system? Means for the control system, what should be the requirements, so that should be work in a proper manner. And types of controllers, so in that we have proportional, integral, differential, proportional, as well in the integral, and combination of proportional, differential and proportional, integral, differential controls. So these are types of controllers. We'll study it, you don't need to worry. So as we go day by day you'll come to know this. Then so module 1 is what? Completely introduction about the control system. What is the control system? Why the control system is required, and what is the importance of the control system in the today's world. Coming to module 2, here we're going to study the mathematical models of mechanical systems or spring mass damper, what you studied in the vibration dome, electrical systems, thermal systems, hydraulic systems, and pneumatic systems. So first going to study the mathematical model. In the sense, we're going to convert the mechanical, electrical, thermal, hydraulic, and pneumatic system into a mathematical equations. So we're going to convert those systems into mathematical equations and solve those to get the solutions. Then we have conversion of mechanical system into electrical system, conversion, and electrical system into mechanical. Similarly, hydraulic system into electrical system, pneumatic system into a electrical system, equivalent electrical system to get the solution. So we'll come to know how we'll do that in the future. So then we have block diagram analysis, that is a block diagram algebra. So we're going to represent the parts of the system, whether it is mechanical or electrical, in terms of blocks, and applying certain rules, we're going to solve the systems, mechanical system as well as the electrical systems. Okay, so transfer function, we're going to study what is the meaning of transfer function, rules for block diagram. So what are the rules you have to apply to solve the block diagrams. Then reduction in block diagrams to obtain closed loop transfer function. Then at the end we are going to study the signal flow graph. So that is what Mason's gain formula. Okay, that is about a module 2. Then coming to module 3. So in the module 3 we have more of a system response, steady state operations here. Okay, steady state analysis of general block diagram for control systems, steady state characteristics, equilibrium in system, transient response, and steady state analysis of unit, step input, general operational representation, rules, stability criteria, so on. So many things are there. Then in the second chapter of the model 3 you have a root locus plot. So here we're going to draw the graph. So the graph name is called as a root locus. So it carrying a completely 20 marks in the question paper. So it is very easy. So how to draw the root locus? First we have to do the calculations numerically. So the solution or the findings of the graph, findings of the numerical solution has to be put onto the graph. That is what a root locus. Okay, before drawing the plot, so we should know the rules and regulations. So applying the rules, we're going to do the calculations and do the take a scale and draw the root locus graph. So it is also very easy chapter. Then coming to module 4, here frequency domain analysis. So we're going to analyze the frequency of the control system. So relationship between time and frequency response, polar plot, Bode plots, Nyquistic plot. So these are the mathematicians who have drawn the plots, that is time versus frequency. Polar is a mathematician, Bode is also a mathematician. Nyquistic plot, Nyquistic stability criteria, relative stability, phase and gain merge, means whether the system is stable or unstable or partially stable can be determined by using these plots, polar plot, Bode plot, as well as a Nyquistic plot, using the equations. So we'll come to know at the end. Coming to the module 5. So this is complete theory again here. System compensation and state variable characteristics of a linear system. Okay, so in this we're going to study series and feedback components, introduction to state concepts, state equation of linear continuous data system, matrix representation of state equations, controllability and observability, Kalman Gilbert test. Okay, so module 5 is of you can say out of 20 marks, you may 10 marks will get as a theory, or maybe sometime 20 marks, because in module 5 they have to give two questions, so maybe 20 marks will come as theory, or 20 marks come as a problem. We have problems also in this little bit, so maybe sometime he is combining module 4 and module 5 for the question 5. Okay, so here this is a brief syllabus what you have in the control engineering. And now let me tell you what are the topics we're going to cover first, then we'll go for the book which you have to refer. Okay, so anyway, we're going to start with introduction. So module 1 we're going to cover fully, that is what is a control system, what are the important parameters, what are the types of control systems, and what are the different types of controllers that are going to study completely. And coming to model 2, again we're going to study this model 2 completely, modeling of the physical systems, that is mechanical, electrical, thermal, hydraulic, all these systems are going to study, conversion of one system into other system and solving the problem. And block diagram algebra, so we're going to study the set of rules, then applying the set of rules we're going to solve the problem, then we'll go for a signal flow graph. So this I'm going to cover completely. So module 1 and module 2 we're not leaving any part, we're going to cover this completely. So coming to module 3, here as I said, we'll concentrate more on the root locus plot. So this root locus plot is very easy, carrying completely 20 marks. So we'll understand first the rules to be applied, then we'll solve it numerically, then we'll go for a plotting the graph. So we will take a root locus plot in the module 3, so that will carry 20 marks. So coming to module 4, here 20 marks, we're going to 10 marks will be a polar plot and 10 marks will be Nyquistic plot. So that part will take polar plot and Nyquistic plot in the module 4. And in coming to module 5, we'll try to cover all this model completely, module 5. So along with the theory, we'll try to solve the problems. So what are the portions we're going to leave in the module 3? Steady state operations, transient response, and in the module 4, what is that, Bode plot, something like that, which are the part we have left. So that we're going to try to cover if time is there in the end of the semester, because already this month is completely for online classes, and from October 1, as government stated, I think almost it is confirmed they're going to call for a physical classes. So if time is there, we will try to cover those. Otherwise these topics are enough to make you understand the subject, and these are the easiest topics to be understand. Okay, so this is about what the subject, the syllabus, and what we're going to study. So coming to the book, so he may be given so many reference books and textbooks, but you just need to go for our mechanical uh, students, the one book is enough, that is a Halesh. If you take a Halesh book, that is enough for you. This subject, controller systems, you can also check. This subject is also for electrical and electronics, and the electronic subject students also, maybe they have in the fourth semester, or maybe they have in the fifth semester, some year they have. So almost their syllabus also same as ours. So even you may say this subject is completely not completely of mechanical, but some 50 to 60 part is of electrical. So sometime you can even discuss with your electrical or electronic friends to understand the concept in a more better way, because they are more into the control systems than we are main in the mechanical systems. Okay, so this is what the brief syllabus and book, just we have to go through the Halesh. Okay, SG Halesh book is enough for you. Even you can, what I can suggest, you can take the notes, because you know that always when I go to the class, I'll give us notes. You can contact your seniors who are in the just who just finished the engineering. Maybe they are in contact with you, so just take their notes and keep with you. That notes also is enough for you, because as now 2 weeks we have online classes, so I'm not able to give you notes, but you may can get those notes by asking your seniors who have passed out. They may give to you. Okay, and once you come back, then we can start for a next one, because I can't take again repeat these classes, because the time is very less. Already 1 month has could have been gone at that time, so that's why you just collect those notes, and it will be easy for you. Okay, now coming to the introduction part, so we'll go for introduction. So let me just a second. Okay, so basics of control system. So what do you mean by control systems? So our day-to-day activities, we're all dependent, or we're all doing the activities which are controlled, or we are controlling the systems. For simple example, you take when we watch TV, we use a device called a remote control. So you're sitting at one place and changing the channels, whichever channels you want. If sometime you want switch over from news channel to music channel to movies channel, so you're not going physically and changing the channel, just using the the device remote. Remote means away or at a far place. Remote control. So you're controlling the TV by device called as what a remote control. Okay, so this control system plays a very important role in the development of modern science and technology. So this this control system find applications in different areas. You can see in the defense, when you launch the missiles. Okay, so you should be have a control system. So when you're launching a missile from one place to other place, so you should hit the target correctly. So that hitting the target correctly, accurately, is controlled by the control system. So the engineer or scientist is sitting at one control room. The room is called as control room. Why it is called as control room? Because that room consisting of a device which will controlling the missile. Okay, in that room the people or scientists are working. So when he when my missile is launched, it has to be accurate and hit the target. So that is controlled by the control system. Even when you launch the satellites, you know, last year we have launched the Chandrayaan 1. See, the satellite, or you can see the orbiter, and the lander, it went to the moon. One orbiter is still rotating around the moon and sending the images of the moon to the our ISRO. How it is sending? Because it is controlled automatically and controlled by the people working here. And when they are launched to the satellite Chandrayaan 1, you see they are controlling when it is went to the moon environment, and when it started landing on the moon. So it is completely controlled by us only here. So what I'm trying to say, the control system is a very important technology, plays a very important role in the development of modern science. Okay, so as the control system developed, the the technology becomes more and more you can say easier and available to the human. So this is one example. Okay, so it is for a, so that is the reason for engineer it is very important to study the control system. You should not only study, you should able to design and analyze the control system, how it should work, and how we can make it a useful purpose. Okay, so Coming to this control system, the definitions. So we divide this control system into two definitions. One is a control and other one is a systems. So first we'll go for a systems. What is the meaning of a system? System is nothing but what? It is an assembly of a it is an assembly of different components or entities arranged or assembled in such a manner to achieve certain objective. Try to understand what I'm saying here. What is the meaning of system? System is a combination of different entities or components arranged in such a manner to achieve the certain objective. Simple example, you take a classroom. What is a classroom? The classroom is a physical entity or a physical system consisting of benches, consisting of students, consisting of a blackboard, the chalk piece, the fan, the lights. So these are the entities: the bench, the blackboard, the students, the lights, and the chalk piece. All these are what entities. Assembling of these will make a what the system. Come for the lamp. Take a lamp. Lamp is what? Lamp is made up of the filament, the lamp, the switch on off. Again, it is made up of these entities. You take a kite, which is generally used during the festivals. Kite. It is made up of stick. It is made up of a thread. Okay. So this is again what a example of a physical system. Now, so I hope you try to understand what is the meaning of system. System is a combination of different entities or components assembled such a that to achieve a certain objective. This is what a system. So coming to control. What is a control system? What is the meaning of a control system? So system, as you know, it is nothing but what a combination of different entities or components assembled in a certain manner. What is a control system? So it is assembled, the entities are assembled in such a manner to command or control itself or control or command the other devices. So try to understand here what I'm saying. Control system is what? System is combination of different components. Control system is what? Again, it's combination of different components, but to achieve to control itself or to control other devices. Control or command itself or command other devices. So for example, as we have taken the example of a classroom as a physical entity, okay, or system. So as classroom consisting of benches, students, blackboard, light, fan, okay. But who is a controller here? The faculty. The teacher is a controller, okay. The teacher or the faculty will command you or control you when you're sitting in the class. He will control. So the teacher or faculty will act as a controller. So coming to the lamp. So lamp is consisting of lamp, light, or switches on off. Okay. So here what is the controller? The switch on off is a controller. So whenever you want to switch on the light, you set just to switch on. When you put off this, when you put off the by using the button off. So this on off is what a controller. Coming to the kite. So kite is what consisting of stick and thread. Okay. But who is a controller here? The human is a controller. Okay. When you flying the kite, so you control its height in the sky. So you are a controller. So this is what control system. So control system thing, but what it may control itself or it will control others or control other devices. So this is called as a control systems. Okay. Now coming to the important definitions in the or terms in the control systems. The first term we can say controller. What is a controller? By naming itself, a controller is the one who will maybe who will control the process, who will control the process, just like a teacher or faculty in the classroom, he is a controller. So the element of the system itself or external to the system which controls the process is called as a controller. Next term is input. So what is input? It is an applied signal. Input is an applied signal to the control system from the external energy source in order to produce a specific output. So it is input to the system from the external source to get the output. What is output? It is a particular signal of the system which you desired, or the response of the system which we want from the given input signal. So input is from the external source given to the system to get a output. Output is nothing but it is a desired signal obtained, desired output signal obtained from the input signal given to it. Disturbances. So when we have a system, we have two types of disturbances. One is internal disturbances and other one is external disturbances. So which will affect the performance of the control systems. So what is the internal disturbance? For example, when you switch on the lamp on off, so you just switch on and off, but if there is a variations in the voltage, so the light will be dim, or when voltage is high the light will be bright. So this variation, this is nothing but what a disturbance. This is called internal disturbance of the control system. Okay, so coming to the external disturbance, if we have a dust, if dust or something rust is there, so that is called as what the external disturbance, which may affect the component, which may affect the performance of the system. So that is called as what external disturbance. Okay, now coming to the last part, now coming to the classification of the control systems, we have different types of classification of control systems. One is, the first one is natural control systems. The systems which are made from nature, the systems made from nature are called as what natural control systems. For example, you take our human body, take any of the system. We have our digestion system, which consisting of small intestine, large intestine. Okay, take our respiratory system, it consisting of nose, lungs. Okay, take our blood circulation system, that is a heart. Okay, so this is what made by nature. So such systems are called as what natural control systems. The second type, man-made control system. So what is a man-made control system? It is the system which is designed and manufactured by the human, is called as what man-made control systems, like vehicles, take switches, or any other system. You take what are the components or systems made by the humans or man-made. Third one is combination of control systems. Combinational control system. That thing by nothing but it is a combination of natural control systems as well as a man-made control system. For example, you have designed a vehicle, but you need a human to drive it. So designing and manufacturing vehicle is a man-made, but driving, you need a driver to run the vehicle. But if you design and manufacture but nobody is to drive, okay, then what is the use? So you need someone to drive the vehicle. So driver is one who is driving the vehicle. Okay, so you can say this is a combination of driver is a natural control system and the vehicle is a man-made. So combination of these two is a combinational control system. Fourth one, time varying and time invariant system. So what is time varying system? If the parameter of the system changing or varying with the time in the control system, such systems are called as time varying control system. For example, when you launch the satellite, you have maybe seen when the ISRO launched the satellite, as the satellite, the rocket goes up, some of the parts are started leaving the rocket. So that means what, the mass of the rocket is reduced, or the mass of the rocket has been lost as it goes up. As the time goes up, the mass of the satellite or mass of the rocket has been dispersed. So the mass is varying with what, a time. Such systems are called as what, a time varying systems, where the parameter of the systems are varying with the time. Time invariant systems, nothing but what, the parameters of the system are constant with the time. They're not varying with the time, they are constant with the time. For example, you take electrical systems, whether it is inductance, whether it is a resistance, whether it is a uh, one more is what is that, capacitance. These parameters does not change with the time, they are constant with the time. Okay, so that's why such systems are called as what, time invariant systems. Okay, so coming to other types, last two types, deterministic and stochastic control system. What is a deterministic system? A control system whose response, okay, whose response and behavior is predictable, okay, or whose response is predictable. Such systems are called as a deterministic control system. So that means you already know, for a given input or for a given force, the behavior of the system. So then such systems are called as deterministic control system. So you already know its behavior for the given input. Stochastic control system is one where the behavior of the control system is not predictable. The behavior of the control system is not predictable. Such systems are called as stochastic control systems. Coming to the last one, single input and single output. So a system having only one input and one output is called as single input and single output system. Second, last one, multiple input and multiple output. So the system having multiple inputs and multiple outputs are called as a multiple input and multiple output systems. And one more we have here, open loop and closed loop systems. So this we will discuss in detail in the next class. So I hope you understand. In the today's class I don't want to go too much. So what is the syllabus in the control system, and what are the books you need to refer, and what is the concept of control system, why the control system is very very important, and why we need to study the control system, its importance in the modern science, and what are the types of control systems. Okay, in the next class we will take the open loop system and closed system definitions with examples and applications, advantages and disadvantages. We'll take it. Okay, so just go through this notes. Okay, and try to understand. If you have any doubts, to try to call me, so I'll clarify you. As I said, the module 1 is completely a theoretical theory part, so we can cover it a bit faster, maybe 1 week, 1 week we can cover. Then we can go for a second module. So here we have need to consider more because of the problems and the rules of the problems. Okay, thank you.